Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Station Silicon Valley for the Nintendo 64. In the last video, we finally did it. We beat the game. We had the big celebration parade, and that went awry because the runaway brain that was controlling the space station shrunk the Earth, and we had to go down to the shrunken Earth and defeat the last of the robot animals in order to save our home planet. And now that we've done that, it's time to do one more thing. We're going to be playing this little mini game here. There is a secret code that you can input. It's not hard to find, but you're supposed to get it by collecting all the trophies. Now, if it were not for the patch that I applied to my game, I would have not been able to do that because for some reason on original hardware, the trophy in Fat Bear Mountain was uncollectible, but the patch fixed that. It's also fixed on the PlayStation 1 version of the game known as Evo's Adventures, but we don't talk about that game because that game has a completely different soundtrack, has really weird camera angles, plays differently from the original, and compared to the N64 version, it's considered one of the worst games for the PS1. So yeah, the PS1 port, Evo's Adventures, we don't talk about that for a reason because it's just a really bad port of this. Also, I forgot to talk about the desert being easier than the other three worlds when I did my mini review, but at the same time, I didn't really have to. I mean, it ends up kind of being the fun world after going through the first three worlds and getting through all their challenges. But at that point, it's just start as this animal, destroy this animal, play as this animal, destroy another animal, play as this other animal, and then do that until you get the vulture, and then you can get to the exit. That's pretty much what all the desert levels are. And I kind of wonder what the desert would have been like if the game had more time in development. But it doesn't change the fact that the first three worlds of the game, the Euro, the Ice, and the Jungle worlds, and their respective levels, can be tough if you don't know what to do, and will definitely require quite a bit of trial and error. Anyway, we might as well go ahead and play this and see how much fun we can have and see what we can do. So, we're playing as this gold ship. Left and right lets you move backwards and forwards, depending on what direction you're facing. B lets you switch directions, while A lets you fire your guns. And I don't want to get destroyed here. Man, I'm just having a terrible time. So we have different colors depending on how many lives we have. We start out as gold, and if we get hit once, we go down to silver, and then we go down to bronze, and then I'm pretty sure that will be it. Along the way, you'll be able to destroy asteroids that will split into three smaller asteroids. You have the ships that will shoot out mines that shoot out in 6 different directions. 2 horizontal, 4 diagonal. And you'll also have the little satellites that will also shoot at you every so often, too. And when you hear that little audio cue, you're on the next level. When you see red rings, stay away from the red rings because things are going to spawn out of those red rings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't go too fast. Stay away from projectiles. And if you see anything that looks like a power cell, go get it. You start out with a single shot, then you start out with a two-way shot, and then you'll graduate all the way to a three-way shot, which is the highest that your shot can go. If you get shot down at any time, which is, in this case, just get hit by anything, this is a one hit and you're dead style arcade experience after all. I can't believe I did that. You go back to the single shot. As you can see, we have 3 lives. And once they're gone, they're gone. But at least we have a high score here, and we have a better understanding of what to do here. And of course, we have our score down at the bottom. The yellow score is your current score, while the red score is the high score. The ships that run across at the top and bottom can be the hardest to hit, just because of how fast they can move, and also because of how their hitboxes can be. So you want to be very careful as you're moving about. Also, you can go left and right endlessly. You'll eventually loop around like this is a game of Defender, and you'll eventually be able to return to from whence you came and just completely loop around this area. When you go in reverse, you go very slowly. This can help you with destroying things sometimes. And you get the little reverse beep as well, which is actually pretty funny. But when you move forward pretty quickly. As a result, if you move forward, you want to move forward in short bursts. That way you can get a better vantage point of what you're dealing with. And, you know, survive. Why am I not hitting you? Seriously. Can't believe I lost a life there just because the hitboxes of everything is like, I want to do what I want to do. At least we're back to this, but I don't know how long that's going to last. And those satellites, they can shoot at you, and that can be a problem. And yeah, you gotta be just on the ball to shoot things in this game. And man, if I was paying better attention to what I was doing, I would be scoring higher in this game. Might as well go ahead and take my shoes off while I'm doing this. Not like I'm gonna need shoes to play video games or anything. Oh, shoot. Yeah, those ships are the worst because they can really make things difficult to deal with. Shoot! Shoot things, please. Good grief. This would be a little nice if I could get my hands on a power-up or something. If I can get my hands on a power cell and just get a double or triple shot. That would be nice. I'd be able to survive a little bit better. And of course, they can fade out on you too, so you want to... So if you see a power cell, you definitely want to get your hands on it before it disappears. You do not want those things to disappear on you because having more than one shot at a time, having a double shot or a triple shot, is really going to make a difference in how you get through these waves of enemies and asteroids and everything that you need to shoot down. And I'm not seeing any red rings, so I'm kind of staying away from enemies for the most part. And there's a ship right up there. Hoo boy. And while you can shoot faster by mashing the A button, you can just as easily hold it and have a steady stream of shots, which is great because you want to be able to play this game without hurting your hand. That would make for a very optimal playing experience. And I finally beat my score. Good. Now I can't get any better than a triple shot, but I believe getting that power cell gave me 500 points anyway. And yeah, you want to move up and down as you go all around here because you never know when you might run into something. There may be, about to say, there may be one more asteroid. There we go. Now we're on the 3rd level. And that was one way to handle things, I guess. Still want to be very careful. The amount of ships flying around is pretty numerous, all things considered. And I was hoping to hit at least one of those. As you can see, that didn't happen. And sometimes it's like the hitboxes on the planes sometimes just doesn't want to exist or something. Like, sometimes it seems like your shots are going to be dead on. Come to find out, they just go right through them and, hey, extra life at 10,000. I went back to silver. Maybe if I don't horribly mess things up, I can go back to gold. That would be swell. That would be quite fine. I don't know how I survived that. Or that. We're on level 4 now. Ah! Curses. And now we got all these ships in the way. And things. Not exactly the best time here. I was right above that too. Ugh. But 12,900, that's not too bad. If you know what you're doing, you can play this game for a pretty long time and you can get some pretty high scores. You just have to know what you're doing and just maybe play a little more conservatively than I did. And you could actually do better than I did. So, that's pretty much it for Space Station Silicon Valley. I can't believe I've actually beaten this game 100%, all levels, all power cells, all trophies. Even got the chance to show this game off. It's something. I'm kind of surprised by that. And I'm glad that I finally managed to do something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. After so many years. And finally put this game to bed and beat it. Is it hard? Is it difficult? Yes. But it does have its fair share of humor and fun, and it can be rewarding once you figure out how to do things and you're able to do everything that you need to do and get to the next level. It can be a tough game, but if you stick with it, it's a pretty good game. And at this point, if I were to keep on talking, I'd just be rambling. So, this has been Let's Play Space Station Silicon Valley. Hopefully I will be back with another Let's Play. Hopefully I will be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see y'all later!